Similarly to Chrono Trigger, when the player character encounters enemies, instead of changing to a separate battle layout, the game simply locks the player character into place and the battle proceeds. The game differs from most RPGs in that the experience system is not based upon a traditional level-up model. Instead, similarly to Final Fantasy II, experience is gained for specific stats based on how the player performs in battle. If the character gets hit a lot, for instance, defense will increase. Also, whenever the player finds a wispy white spirit, they can choose an element of magic to upgrade, from fire, water, earth, and wind. Leveling up these elements grants the character new attacks and strengthens existing ones. The game has no money system, which is unusual for an RPG. Every item is either found in a treasure chest, dropped by a monster, or given to the player character free of charge, if the character doesn't have one already. If Brian runs out of HP, the game will return him to the last inn at which he saved. He retains all spells, items, and experience he has gained before death, but any items used before death will not be returned. Reception. Quest 64 received mixed reviews upon release, with GameRankings giving it a score of 54%. Though praised for its high-quality graphics, IGN wrote, "Quest proves beyond a doubt that compelling RPG graphics are possible on a cart, an inventive spell system." Reviewers criticized it for lacking depth on all fronts: gameplay, storyline, and exploration. GameSpot wrote, "Quest 64's individual puzzles and challenges are similarly straightforward. Go to town number 1. Converse with townspeople. Discover that there's a villain scaring everyone and making it impossible to get through forest number 1 to town number 2. To boot, he's stolen unique elemental magic item number 1 from Lord number 1. The general conclusion was the game was competent enough to charm gamers who had never played an RPG before, but too simplistic and trite to interest anyone else.